Deep in the heart of the whispering woods, where the trees stretched so high their tops brushed the clouds, lay a secret kingdom. This was not a kingdom of humans, but of animals, creatures of all kinds, living in harmony with their own language and laws. They were led by a wise and gentle king, a lion named Rahi, whose golden mane shimmered under the forest's sunbeams. The animals of Whispering Woods had lived in peace for generations. The birds sang songs of the past, while the deer and rabbits played in the clearings. Wolves and eagles served as guardians, watching over the kingdom from the shadows and skies. All was well, until one fateful day when the balance of the forest was shattered. Far beyond the woods, across the jagged mountains, there existed a place of great darkness, the land of the Red Plains. It was said that nothing good grew there, and the creatures that called it home were fierce, unforgiving. Chief among them was Krail, the great black wolf, whose eyes glowed like molten amber and whose hunger knew no bounds. One morning, as a thick fog rolled into the Whispering Woods, Rahi called a gathering. The birds had returned with troubling news. Krail was planning an invasion. He had grown restless in the desolate Red Plains, and his thirst for power was driving him to take over the Whispering Woods, to rule its creatures and destroy their peace. "We must prepare," said Rahi, his voice low but firm. "But we will not fight with claws and teeth alone. We must be clever, and we must stand together." Among the animals listening was a small and timid creature named Moreau, a mouse who had never seen battle or led an adventure. Moreau was often overlooked in the kingdom, his tiny size making him seem insignificant compared to the powerful wolves, eagles, and bears that surrounded him. But he had a heart full of courage, and though fear clutched him, he knew he had to help. That night, Moreau made a plan. He snuck into the heart of the forest, to the oldest tree known as the ever oak. Legend said that the ever oak's roots stretched all the way to the center of the earth, and within its bark lay ancient magic. It was said to speak only to those who had pure hearts and brave spirits. As Moreau approached the towering tree, a soft, whispering voice filled the air. "Who seeks the wisdom of the ever oak?" Moreau trembled but stepped forward. "It is I, Moreau the mouse. Our kingdom is in danger, and I seek your help to save it." There was a long silence, and then the tree spoke again. "Small in size but large in heart, you may be the key to saving your kingdom, young one." Before Moreau could respond, a soft glow emerged from the base of the tree. Vines crept out and wrapped gently around Moreau, filling him with a strange warmth. He felt stronger, braver than he had ever felt before. The tree's voice echoed one final message. The strength of the Whispering Woods lies not in size or power, but in unity. Remember this, Moreau, and you will find victory. Armed with newfound confidence, Moreau raced back to Rahi and the others, sharing what the ever oak had told him. Though some animals doubted that a mouse could save them, Rahi believed in Moreau's heart. The next morning, the ground trembled as Krail and his army of wolves and wild boars descended from the mountains. They entered the forest, expecting to find animals running in fear, but what they saw was a united front. Every creature, big and small, stood together. Eagles circled overhead, deer stomped the ground. Even the mice and rabbits were prepared to defend their home. Moreau, leading from the shadows, used the wisdom of the ever oak to guide the animals. He knew that Krail's strength was in fear, but the Whispering Woods had something stronger: hope, unity, and magic. As the battle raged, Moreau and his band of smaller creatures used their size to their advantage. They darted between the legs of the larger wolves, tying their legs with vines and sending them tumbling. The eagles swooped down, distracting the wild boars. Rahi led a charge with the lions and bears, keeping Krail at bay. Finally, Moreau reached Krail, who stood towering over him, snarling in rage. "You think a mere mouse can defeat me?" Krail growled, baring his teeth. But Moreau was not afraid. He remembered the words of the Evroke. It is not strength that wins, but unity. With that, the forest itself seemed to come alive. The trees groaned and shifted, their branches wrapping around Krail's army, holding them still. Vines shot up from the ground, pulling the invaders down, while the animals of the forest, united as one, drove Krail and his forces back to the Red Plains. Defeated and humiliated, Krail retreated, never to return. As the sun set that day, the animals of Whispering Woods gathered in celebration. Rahi, with a proud smile, looked down at Moreau and spoke to the crowd. This day was won not by strength, but by the heart and bravery of one small mouse. Let this be a reminder to us all that no creature is too small, no voice too quiet, to make a difference. From that day onward, Moreau was known as the hero of the Whispering Woods, and his story was told for generations to come. And the Whispering Woods, strong in unity, remained a place of peace and harmony, its creatures forever watching over each other under the shade of the ancient Everoak. I hope you enjoyed this story.